Got you. Alright. I don't have a thing to skin it with, so I'm just going to leave his corpse there. Alright, now, building in this game, I have learned to start with foundations and let the landscape guide you. Hey, how's it going? I'm Kismar, and this is Pax Dei. I have not been able to get this game to run for several days. This is right off the heels of the Path of the Adventurer patch. There was an entire wipe, and they basically, when they do these wipes, they basically put all the stuff that you had on your plots in like a big storage thing. So this is like all the stuff that I had, like everything, all the things I have. This is all of it. Everything from the buildings to the storage. There are no it's all raw materials. I don't think there's any decorations or any of that stuff. They basically break everything down to raw materials and then carved collar stone. Well, they've got... Yeah, I haven't played this in a little while. A lot of the icons are new. Aurorium ore? I don't even know what that is. How do I have some of that already? Animal intestines now look like a rose? Interesting. So, this is where I am. I picked Birm because it had the lowest population, and I don't really care about being around people at this point. We need to find... Okay, so the way this... Actually, I gotta turn down... Where's the options here? That's not what I want. I need to turn down the... See, borderless, overall quality. Let's bump that up. Desync enable, character detail. Let's go with quality. Frame generation, I don't think that'll be needed. What I'm looking for is... Corpses, bookmarks, okay. This, mouse sensitivity, this needs to be way lower. Camera shake I'll leave on for now. Return to walk mode when stopped. I kind of like that. There was a lot of people complaining about that, and I think that's why they added this, a couple changes related to that, but I kind of like where when you open a bench or you stop, it goes from the run to walk. I'm good with that. All right, confirm settings. Now, I have not been paying attention to the detail of all of the changes in this. Specifically, I need to make a... I'm kind of going to be relearning some of this as we're going, so this might work out well if you've never seen this game. I need to make a construction hammer, which means I need to collect some things. Whoa, got a little glitch there. Let's get ourselves some rocks. Sand from Nesis. Some tree branches. I like that they've got some of these grouped up right here. Okay, I don't remember how to... B? No, that's... What is H? Those are the things. How do I... Home keybinds. Oh, there we go. Feedback, sprint. Auto run, equipment map, clans, emote, attack, strafe. What was that strafe? Attack, emotes, clan map, equipment. I gotta change auto run. A little sneeze there. How the hell do you... This is inventory. This is character. Okay, that's what I want. Construction hammer. Craft. So the way this works is there's a chance that you could fail on everything you craft. And it's based on your skill levels of things. Which... I don't want a clan. Oh, is that... Okay, that's what that was. J. Yeah, this. So these are the existing skills I had. That, for some reason I thought they increased these, but I might be thinking of a different game. I think there's... Oh yeah, all the combat stuff was reset. Okay. Crafting skills were not reset. Combat was reset. So I'm guessing I still have all the recipes I had before. Market stuff. Alright, build your home. So I need to put... When does that start at 4? Oh yeah, wait. 1, 2, 3 are spell slots? Interesting. So if I put that there, we can... Now, claim a plot. Menu destroy. So if I right click... I have 4 plots. Now, all of those white circles you see are where other people have put their plots. I think I'm going to put the plot close to this time, because this is how you can teleport back home. So the closer we are to this, the quicker we can get back home after we've been out, like, exploring and gathering stuff. Wow, that is a steep cliff right there. And we've got some ore down here. Those rocks down there are all ores. It looks like probably copper. We've got some clay down there. Those little brown poop smears look like they're clay. How do you get down from here? Do you just run around? Okay, I see. So I'll post a link to my last house. I've got a video that kind of does, it's a tour of the house I built in the last wipe. And I should probably explain that too, for those of you that don't know. This is the second wipe of the early access. So I played in a couple of the betas, and when it came out on Steam in early access, I bought like the master supporter pack or whatever it was that gives you 4 plots. And I don't remember exactly where I was going with that, but yeah, anyway, wipes. So this was a big patch where they changed a lot of the land, they changed a lot of landscaping, they did a lot of kind of fundamental changes to the game. This is the second time that they've done this. Actually, I think when it first came out on early access, that was the first wipe. And then this is technically, I guess, the second wipe since I've been playing personally. And what it does is it, you know, like I mentioned, it shuffles up all your stuff, puts it in that big wipe inventory thing, and you get to start over basically as far as your plots are concerned. So my last house was kind of cabiny like that one over there. This time I kind of want to build something that's a little more castle-y looking, just to do something slightly different. I don't really know what I'm going to do for sure, but I don't want to get too far away from that though. But I also don't necessarily want to be in the middle of all these other plots that it's hard to tell if people are even going to build stuff on them. I don't really like being by the houses where it's just like somebody builds a slab just so they can put all the construction workbenches down, just because it, I don't know, breaks the immersion when it's just like some plots will end up just this in some workbenches on them, and that's all they ever do. It's whatever. I mean, people can play the game however they want, but I think what I need to be doing is going north of the day, what do they call the dais blah, blah, blah thing? Yeah, and these stones, these icons here are all respawn points if you die. So it'll spawn you to the one closest to you. There's a spell thing you can use like every half an hour or something that you can get summoned back to your home stone with. I can't remember what they call them. Petra Dei. Okay, so this is the Petra Dei, and then these are ancient stelas. Okay. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go north of this Petra because we're gonna want to go out in this area more anyway. Eventually. See, here's clay. You have to have this claim a plot up to see where other people's plots are claimed too, so that's why I'm kind of running with this overlay up right now. That little magic bar underneath the health bar is new too. I have not seen that one before. I haven't played in... I mean, I did the video with the tour of my last house. Whenever that was posted, I don't remember. But outside of that, I haven't played this game much in a couple months, if not more. I don't really know. Time is kind of broken at this point. It's hard to keep track of what and when. I'm assuming they didn't give me any of my food back. How do I open... Build your home. Let's go. Okay, we don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Shit. How do I get to the... is it here? Can't access redeeming queue. You need to be at your plot or Petra Dei to be... Oh. That's why I was able to access it before, because I was at the Petra Dei. I was gonna see if I have some food, because I can... The food in this game works kind of like Valheim, where... it will increase your base stats rather than like you have to eat or you'll die type of situation. These look like lilies, is that what they're called? Those flowers? That's kind of cool. Arum lily. I don't think I've picked these before, but I'm not getting a... That's datura, we've gotten that before. Got some flax. This is one of the things I absolutely love about this game, is there's just stuff everywhere to pick. It's all things you use in recipes. Exploring is extremely... I want to say rewarding, but that's not really the word I'm looking for. It is kind of also that, but it's immersive, I guess you could say, just because there's stuff everywhere. Yeah. Wonder about, can I put a... How do I... Control... Click? Okay, let's go towards that. How you like my diapers? They look good? Sweet. Okay, so this is kind of open over here. Maybe what we could do... I don't want to be too close to that house. You also don't want to build where there's trees, because they still haven't managed to figure out how to not make plants grow through your house. You know what? I wonder if we just put it right here. I really don't know how much I'm going to be playing this outside of building the house, because I thoroughly enjoy building in this game. So I'm not going to be real picky. Last time I ran around like this for probably 2 or 3 hours. to find a spot that I liked, and then I didn't really play the game much after that. So maybe what we'll do is we'll put it right here. So that's not what I want. Get out of that. Oh. All right. Let's zoom out. Menu, place plot. So you can't. Oof, this is not going to be much room. Yeah, this isn't going to work. You've got too many trees for how much room this is going to take up. I kind of forgot how big my house was before. It's interesting that there's that big row of plots there. Let's maybe follow this road. I don't really know where to go here. Is that right? So I guess I might end up running around for 2 hours trying to find a perfect spot just because I can. I don't know. I just like how relaxing this game is. Getting a couple little hitches here and there, but for the most part, doing okay. There are no roads down there. There's roads on the far side. I don't know if I can... I definitely cannot get down there from here without dying, so let's go over here. Shh, it's very quiet. It's peaceful. Just feel the breeze in your hair. Blackjacks. I'm kind of surprised there's this many plots here. Tax is tax. Shina Shara? What? Oh, you must be able to name the plot, and it's their name and then the plot name. Getting in the forest here. I thought they said they made it easier to find areas to put your plots down, but this doesn't seem at all easy to me. Stagmire, there's another player. Where are we at now? Okay. So we're not going to be anywhere near the Petra, I guess. That's what's happening. Everybody else had the same idea. I don't want to go by that abor. Shit, I don't know what to do. If I go anywhere near that boar, I'm dead. 100% absolutely dead. Dead ski. What is this? Is this tin? Okay, that's a little different, I think. Ooh, look how dark it is in here. It's kind of creepy. It's a neat area. Very steep embankments and stuff. Those are deers. I hear some deers. Little river down there. Alright, I gotta remap my, not that. I gotta remap my, auto run. Toggle walk run is period auto run. There we go. Thumb mouse button. Okay. Ah, yes. So I can only go to where this line is. We can only build inside of these red lines. So there's not really much else, much other places to build here. That's cool, that dead tree. Man, I don't know where to build. There's too many trees and hills and shit. Yeah, I'm almost out of the buildable zone. I guess we're gonna have to go back towards the start. Which, I wonder if I can I do that right now? Can I just... Free. Petra May. Oh, it's 1 hour. Here we go. I feel like this needs sound or something. It just looks weird. Okay, now I'm back at the Petra. This is where we started. Oh yeah, I forgot they put, oh, that's cool. They put starter, stuff here so you can kind of build things right off the bat if you have the skills for it, I guess. It's kind of neat. All right. I think I'm going to have no choice but to have neighbors wherever we're going here. So... that dude just planted right in the middle over there. I'm kind of wondering if I could build right on this edge and then put a ladder up to this, or a stairs up to this. I don't know if I can... I probably can't put the plot close enough to this road to get up here. Looks like we can go down here. So we could check maybe around this area, see what we got going on here. Just keep heading east. Man, some of these people have all of their, like, tier 3 stuff up already. I think it's been a few days since they did this wipe. I don't know for sure how long it's been because I wasn't able to play the game, so I kind of stopped paying attention to stuff because I was kind of irritated that... I tried contacting their support and they were completely useless. What actually... I'm not positive on what got it working, but there were some NVIDIA updates, and this had a patch that came out today, and between those two things, before I happened to try to just run the game again and see what happens, those were the two things I did, and it worked. So, you know, whatever that is, that is what it is. Is that a... That's a person. That's a actual player right there. Looks like he's zoned out. Got into some marijuana over there. Now he's just drooling on himself. It's okay. I've been there. There's a boar right there, but that top of that hill might be kind of cool. Too bad the boar is protecting it. I have 1,000 hit points. So what can I make right now? I can make a pointy stick. Well, I guess let's make one of these. And we're gonna see if we can kill us a boar. So we can put our plot down right there. Hey, you can't block with this. This is 100% going to go horribly wrong, but I'm going to try it anyway. Is this an old boar? A boar. Okay. Oh my god, I killed him. I killed the boar. Free-for-all skinning hardness. I don't have a tool. You're a tool. Okay. So if... Ooh, what is that? Is that a wolf? Oh, that's another boar. He just watched me kill his friend and he's like, Steve, what happened to you? That two-legged thing murdered you. This would be a nice spot overlooking all this. All right, let's see what we can do here. Claim a plot. So I can do... Those trees are going to be a problem. But let's do this. I'm just gonna do this for now. Oops. Place plot. And place plot. We're gonna do this. 2. Place another plot. 3. And... Whoops. Hitting B like I'm playing a different game here. And here's 4. I want to make sure that they're snapped. So right there you can see it's still snapped and it broke. So right there. 4. This is now my island. I mean, my land. My island. This is gonna be a bitch to get to though. There's no... Closest road is this way. That should be a fun area to build in. I could have... Yeah. Yeah, that's not bad. Not too bad. Got road here. Road doesn't really matter, but I generally, when I'm exploring and stuff, I come back on the roads. What do we got here? Blueberries. I like blueberries. I think this is like garlic. Yep. Garlic stone window flower pot. Wow, okay, so I just relearned that then. So we can get out of this mode. Oh great, there's another pig over here. Got you. Alright. I don't have a thing to skin it with, so I'm just going to leave his corpse there. Alright, now, building in this game, I have learned to start with foundations and let the landscape guide you. So, not B, stop hitting B, that's not build, it's this. And crafting, construction, plots, furnishings. Okay, so I can open this now. Quantity, blah, 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 armor items, consumables. Okay, yeah, they're definitely like all the food that I had cooked and stuff is gone. It's all gone. Armor? I don't think. Yeah, there's definitely none of that. Items. I guess let's do everything. Let's sort by quantity out of curiosity. 1. Mottled larvae. Sweet. Okay, so we're gonna need if we go to, oh, that looks cool, the impure iron ore. All right, we need to, not that. We need to go to this. No. Open your journal. Stone, yeah, we got that. New fast travel location. Okay. That's clan. That's map. Recipes. Okay, I guess we just got to do this, and okay, there we go. Yeah, so we're gonna need Nesis. I don't know how that's pronounced. Nesis and clay, and a lot of it. Animal hooves? Ew. I think it's funny that the animal intestines look like a rose. Eat some berries. Yeah, see, that gave me 90 more hit points. And 20 more energy, I think? Does it say? Yeah, there you go. 90 max health, 20 max stamina for 10 minutes. Okay, we need to get... I don't... Dapperling. We need some of this, but I... Okay, take 1 stack of 100. I see. So let's take a few stacks of this. And clay. Yep, plenty of all these things. The clay looks completely different too. All right. So, damn it, stop hitting. We want this. The trick here is, all right, I want to get right up on this. Oh boy, I almost fell off of that. How do you left alt offset? Yes, this. So that's about in line. You don't want to build too close to the border of your plot, because if you have something you want to overhang a little bit, you're not going to be able to do it. So I'm going to try to leave a little more room than I did last time. And the snapping in this game is a little weird sometimes. Whoops. Sometimes you basically have to like get up here, which I love that there's a climb up feature on this. And then we want that here. And this also kind of melds things, so you don't have super obvious intersection joints like in a lot of building games. Is there snap types? Pre-snap, change snap point. think maybe we were not going to go here, but we're going to need something under here, so that's not showing. Right there. And there. Yeah, I don't want to get too close to that tree. I kind of wish when you have... Uh-oh. Are those... This neighboring plot has extended your own plot by connecting to it. Beware, though, that if your neighbor removes their plot, the extra area extend... Okay. Well, it's not my neighbor, it's me, so we're good there. So it actually, because the plots theoretically are circle, when you connect them, it does square them off like this. So you're actually getting a little bit... This space I'm standing in right now is like bonus space because I have multiple plots. When I was first looking at that, I'm like, did I not snap these plots together? But I did. Yeah, what I was going to say, though, is I kind of wish when you've got multiple of your own plots snapped together like this, that it would not show the ones in the middle because it's... I don't know, it's just weird. Like, I can't even hardly see what I'm doing over here. Yeah, I think we're gonna do... No. There. There. Can't decide how I want to do this. Actually, let's... I also love that when you remove stuff, it goes back in your inventory and it doesn't get thrown all over the ground. Like if you don't have room in your inventory, it'll drop, but otherwise it just goes into your inventory, which I appreciate that. So I want to make sure this is above the plants. Perfect. Jump up here. Well, let's get rid of this one. I think that's what I want right there. Oh, I want you lining up with that. Okay, so here... Let us see. I guess what I want to do is kind of get our outer border set up. Wow, I can't see shit in there. And that's a good amount. There's good space away from the border of the plot there. This, let's move this way. those are all still touching the ground. Oops. Well, maybe it was so hard to see because it was night. It was dark out. Now it doesn't seem as bad. Okay, I need more Nesis. Well, we got a shit ton of clay still. Okay, so tab. Okay, we want a few more stacks of that. Wow, we're only down to 5,000. We're gonna burn through this quick. That one's gotta go because we need you there. Okay. I'm gonna leave some space over here because there's clay there that I don't want to build over. I don't know how far you have to be away from it for it to continue respawning, but we'll see, I guess. Alright, so these have got to go up. Just getting this foundation to a spot I'm going to be happy with is going to be a whole thing. With this, all this elevation change we've got going on here. We're definitely going to need some here. Anywhere I can see plants sticking out is getting covered. And I can use some of these as like, kind of like basements. Oh, there's some plants sticking out right there. Okay. Alright, so let's put some, damn it, not B, right click, right click. We got some stairs. Oh, there's grass sticking out right there, but these stairs should clobber that. And then we can put these little stairs here. Except that looks weird. Huh. How do you get this to... No. Guess we'll deal with that later. Could put some here, but god damn it. It's gonna take a bit to break the habit of hitting B to build. This could be our little alchemy room up here. Like a tower. Okay. Now. We're gonna need to fill this in a little bit more. underneath. Good. And that one's not. Come on, snap in there. That's not right. Here we go. Except not. There. This one's got a little bit of a gap there, but I'm not worried about that because that's not going to be exposed at all. If this being an edge, I might notice it, and that doesn't fly at all. That's not gonna happen. All right. Let's get you out here. Yeah, see, we're gonna have to, like, yeah, I mean, that'll work. That's kind of what I was gonna do anyway. So I'm kind of picturing like kind of a grand entrance down there with like some rooms and then this big ass stairway that goes up either side and comes up here to more rooms up here. Right, big old ass stairway. Come on. What? There we go. Actually, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do around these trees here. All right, so how are we gonna do this? I need to work this down the hill, but continue the snapping. Get out of my own way here. Not entirely sure how this is gonna work. Well, if we're... Okay, let's see. Damn it. Not B. Undid it. Okay, right. Here we go. If we're gonna put stairs here... I'm not sure if I want them on the very edge. This goes out to here. Let's push this section out and see where we go with this. God damn it. Still hitting B. No B. Ooh, those are hanging off the edge. And they're pretty close to that tree, but that should be okay. We need... Actually, let's do this. Let's put this one back so we can tell where this one needs to go. Right there. And then we can put the other two in. Right there. Okay. Boom, boom. Are we we doing? We're getting low on Nisus again. Oh shit, I'm getting over the clay. Alright, what do we got in here? Are there plants? Yes, there's plants there. Shit. Do we have not be... We don't have any lower ones. However, why don't we just do this? Why aren't you, there we go. Do that. And then we're gonna raise this level. Ooh, maybe we want to keep this one. And we'll raise these, maybe? I don't really know. There's an extremely high chance that I'll be tearing down a good portion of this once I have more of it complete, because I'll be able to kind of envision more of what I want to do here. What is it you say you do here? Okay, I think those are touching the ground. And we're not messing with the clay. The other thing I'm gonna have to think about here too is that having these like not standard height changes are gonna make it a little difficult to build walls and roofs and stuff and have them all be attached. So I'm gonna want to make sure like we've got like some measurements here, so like put down some walls and some half walls, and then like I may need to raise or lower this part so it's matching up with like, you know, a wall and a half or whatever. So if I could put, what do we need? Wood beams? Let's grab some wood beams. J, no, L. Wood beam. Uh-oh. Oh shit, yeah. I don't have any of that stuff. Okay, we're gonna have to... Let's put our, oops. We need some crafting stuff here. Okay, let's get some sapwood. Log workbench. He who works with his hands and his head and his heart is an artist. A rough-hewn bench carved from single-felled trunks. Takes wood beam and planks. Cherished companion to... Okay, so we definitely need this guy, this wood chopping block. This is how you make the first, a lot of the first beams and planks. These 3 different markets. Okay, so we need sapwood. So what is it? L? Sapwood. Let's get a couple stacks of those. And probably more Nisus and clay. Cloudberries. This game has cloudberries too. Okay. So. You. Put you right there. So. We need wood beams and we need planks. This little icon, wash bowl, wooden wall shelf, when it's got that little like paper looking icon there, That means if you craft one of those, you'll learn new recipes. 10 planks for 10 sapwood. Let's make a couple rounds of these. And a couple rounds of these. I like that guy's spot. That's awesome. Right on the water. Kind of like my view, though. It'll be nice. Okay. So... Oh, yeah, walls. That's what we were doing. Yeah, it's gonna be a while. I'm gonna be cursing at myself for clicking or hitting B instead of right clicking for a while. That's for damn sure. Okay, so if we put a half here, yeah, see. So we want this. This needs to go up one notch. This is the kind of stuff that you learn after building multiple times. So now if we put this here, we can put this here and that lines up. So now we know that this setup right here matches. It's like the walls are gonna line up for us. That's what we want right there. So we're gonna get rid of those. Right click. I do think I'm gonna raise this up to the same level too. Because I know it's gonna be a problem if I don't. It's just how it works. That and that and that. Okay, now. This should be good here. And then... I jump this. Yeah, see, that's barely touching, so we definitely need... Man, I gotta be careful over here. I'm gonna end up down there dead. Can we do this here so I can tell where that... There we go. And I've just walled myself out of here. Okay. Get my stamina back. And just so you're aware, what I'm doing here is days and days and days of collecting stones and clay and all kinds of stuff. This is... I'm able to build because I've already done all the grinding to get all the materials. Although, because I've got so much foundation I'm going to be putting up, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be running out here way before I can finish what I want to do. Alright. Okay, we're going to need one below. That's close enough. The plants are hiding it. It's definitely hanging over. So let's get rid of... the other one might be covered with other... Yeah, we're going to end up with stuff covering all this, so... Let's put you there. I think that lines up. Yeah, I'm going to have to be real careful about how I'm building this up here. Yep. Oh. There we go. That's a third, I guess. Oh, that's a third? That's definitely not half. Half would be more like here. So much decoration you can do with this. Okay. So we're gonna have to go kind of around that tree, maybe. And have that be kind of like a, I don't know, thing where it goes around the tree. No? You know what I'm talking about? No? It's okay, I don't really either. Okay, so those are full height. So let's put you out here until I can see the bottom of this one. So one more maybe. There we go. The only reason I'm doing this is just to get the snapped boundaries down to here. And if I just do full heights, then I know at least I don't have to worry about the whole wall thing and all that. I just want to get this laid out. That's... yeah, that should be far enough away from... Let's get up top. It's easier. We got a bunch of flax here. We're slowly getting closer. Let's go. Here. Oh, and I? No, L. No. More Ganesis. And probably more clay. Okay. How close are we here? That's about as close as I'd want to get right there on that corner, but even over here, this here's pretty close. Let's do this. There. Definitely cannot jump the full height. Here we go. Okay, let's get this full height up. I just raise it up until I can see underneath it and then raise it there so I know that it's sitting on top of it. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, see, so that lined up right with this. think maybe the entrance should be here-ish. This is going to be a weird little, like, walkway. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this, but you can't build over the trees because they'll just grow back in. Okay, this is going to have to be... This needs to be raised up. So let's do... Nope, not B. Let's do another one of these here. Actually, let's put it... I need more wood beams. Oh, can I get up here now? How many planks? We got 30 planks still. Okay, this will be enough to do what we need to do here. So what I'm doing here is I want to raise it the amount of... God damn it. The amount of this wall. So we're going to do that and do this. Hold Alt and scroll up to that. Now we can get rid of this. And then all of these get switched. Ooh, I think that's just barely in the ground. And then we can fill all this in. Whoops. At least up until where the plants are sticking out the top, which is going to be about right there. Oh shit, there's plants here. Man, I wish they'd at least like clear plants and stuff. Boy, this is gonna be kind of a bitch. Starting to regret picking the spot. We'll make it work one way or another. Just for the view. Might actually want to raise this up more so that I can get more flat area. This is going to be like a quad level building or something. Try quad level. I don't know. I guess before I do too much of this, I need to figure out how we're... So that little bit, I think I can ignore. We could just put stuff over it, maybe. And then I think what we need to do is do a full level up here. And potentially even more than that. Because otherwise we're going to have a bunch of step-ups and there's not going to be any room to actually... There's not going to be much flat area. Just all going to be a bunch of small hallways that are step-ups from each other. I mean, this area here isn't too bad for a room of sorts. But we've got plants sticking out there. Not sticking out. Yes, it is. So is that, though. At some point, I won't be running around in diapers. Or my underwear, or whatever these are. Okay, so I kind of want to carry that level all the way out to here. Don't know if I care about that. As long as it's green. Oh, we're at Anesis again. Hell. Alright. I remember things. And I've walled myself out of being able to move around again. And we're going to take this all the way over. Oh. Snap you under there. Would you need to snap? You did. There we go. Okay. Put you there. Can't tell if that's in the right spot or not. Actually, should be able to put no right in this plot? What? Are my plots not? Why does it say no right in this plot? These are all connected. God, am I gonna have to tear all this? Well, I guess I can move plots without tearing stuff down, but something ain't right there. No right on this plot. But I've built on all of them. What are you talking about? I don't think these are connected right. Shit. Let's put that there so I can... So plot 2, is plot 2 a problem? Like, how the hell? Oh, maybe it's between 3 and 4. Alright, well, I wanted to do this, fix this on camera, but I don't think that's going to happen. I'm going to probably have to hit their Discord and see if there are tips on how to get around this bullshit. So, I will end the episode here, and we will continue this on the next episode, and I will have the plot issue fixed by then, and maybe... Hopefully the fix is something I can actually describe on the next episode, but sometimes you just randomly figure out how something, like, it'll stop doing it and you don't know what you did any different. But anyway, thanks for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.